Happy Monday, everybody. Just wanted to jump on and talk to you guys today about picking the correct workout program and what things to consider when picking a workout program and what to look out for. So, to jump right in, I think one of the most important things to consider when looking at a workout program, whether you're just starting or looking to switch things up, whatever it may be, is to consider what is realistic for you to do with your current schedule. I think, especially in the beginning, people tend to be a little overzealous and think, oh, I'm really going to get after my health and fitness goals. I'm going to go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, so I need a workout plan that encompasses working out every day. And in all honesty, the vast majority of people that I have ever met cannot sustain a plan like that. And what ends up happening is they pick something that is too involved or has too many workout days, end up failing, and then just end up giving up completely because they're sick of missing days they feel like they should be at the gym. So one of the most important questions that I always ask new clients is, hey, what is realistic for you going to the gym for the next 5 to 10 years? And really sit down and think about that. Not just what's realistic for the next month, but for 5 to 10 years, how many days a week can I consistently get to the gym, even when things get crazy? And if that's 1, 2, 3 days a week, that is fantastic. Find yourself a program that fits that number, because again, if you pick a number that is too high, you are very likely to not be able to go every single day and start missing days, and then you're either missing working out certain parts of your body, and or you're going to start feeling sick of feeling like you're failing because you're not making it to the gym on days you're supposed to, and you're going to end up giving up. So I think one of the most important things is that you pick something that you can stick to consistently for the long term. Again, 2 or 3 days a week is a phenomenal amount of times to go to the gym. That is where most of my clients are doing when they go to the gym, is 2 to 3 days a week. So you do not need to go to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week to see really good results. Now, after you've sat down and you have figured out, okay, 3 days a week works for me, the next thing you want to do is actually look at finding a phased program. And what that means is that the program that you follow has structured changes. Now, for most of my clients, when I do programs for them, their workouts are going to shift every 4 to 6, maybe sometimes even 8 weeks. And what those shifts look like is a lot of times it's very similar movements, but the rep ranges, the rest periods are changing, and there are subtle progressions into each of the movements. Now, this is really important because one of the things, especially from my experience working at a big box gym, that I notice with a lot of people is that they will find a routine that works for them and it gets them results for a short period of time, but then they just keep doing that same routine with the same weights at the same time of day for the rest of their life. And they just always are doing the same exercises with the same weights and everything, and nothing is changing. And then they get frustrated that it's no longer working. Well, you have to think your body is constantly adapting to whatever stimulus you're giving it. And it adapts pretty quickly. So what that means is if you are constantly doing the same workouts with the same weights, your body's going to adapt and it's no longer going to change. You're no longer going to get that stimulus that it needs to develop more muscle or lose fat or whatever the outcome you want is. So we need to have phased programming where things change. We consistently challenge the body in new ways. Now, on the flip side of that, I would urge you away from things that change on a daily basis. It's not that these can't work, but what I have found in my experience is that it doesn't give people enough time to practice the movements, get really good at them, make sure you're using the right intensity, and keeping all the other factors that we've talked about in previous videos in the right spot to actually elicit change. So it's kind of a sweet spot. I don't want to be changing all the time, but I also don't want to never change. And again, my recommendation for this is looking for a workout program that changes generally every 4 to 6 weeks or so. And those changes don't need to be a complete overhaul, but they do need to be a big enough difference that you can feel the difference in your body. So first, figuring out how many days a week can I consistently get to the gym and finding a program that matches that, picking a program that has a phased approach. And then number 3, I think this one is overlooked a lot, is finding a program that you're going to enjoy. Now, that's not to say that every exercise or every workout is going to be this super fun activity and all those things. I would love for that to be the case. But it's more in the opposite of, I want to make sure I'm not going into something I'm going to completely hate. And while sometimes we may have 1 or 2 movements in our workouts that we don't enjoy very much, as long as you understand why you're doing those and understand the purpose behind them, because sometimes they are to work on a deficit, i.e. maybe it's your balance or your unilateral strength or your strength endurance, whatever it may be. But you want to find a program that for the most part you enjoy, because if you pick a program and you are miserable before you even get to the gym, the likelihood that you follow through with it is very low. So take a look at what movements are included. Are these all reasonable? Do any of them stand out as potentially an issue for me? Is anything going to hold me back from going to the gym with this program? And that's a very important question to ask, because even if it is the best program in the world, if you're going to be miserable doing it, chances are you're not going to do it. So we want to ensure that it's something you enjoy, something you can do consistently, and that's realistic, and something that has a phased approach. Beyond that, I mean, we can get into a lot of nuances with programs and all those things, what's good, what's bad, but very realistically, the programs that work are the ones you're going to be consistent with, the ones you're going to follow through with, and the ones that have some form of periodization, or i.e. that phasing. And other than that, it really isn't going to make a huge amount of difference as long as you're sticking to it. So get the workout programs that you feel are right for you, that are phased appropriately, and that can fit into your lifestyle, and you are going to set yourself up for your best chances with success. Now, if you're looking for workout programs, I am more than happy to help you out. I can send you some stuff over for that. Or if you're looking for a more customized approach, I always offer coaching. You can reach out to me with that. But as always, please leave comments below with any thoughts or questions, or you can shoot me a message, and have a great week.